Typhoon Usagi, it's getting stronger and expected to make landfall in the Philippine Islands in the northeastern side of the island, possibly as a Category 3 typhoon, possibly by the next day. And the storm is rapidly moving to the northwest. It's a Category 1 storm so far, positioned at 15.3 degrees north, 127.0 degrees east. And the Filipino name of this storm is Ophel, but the official name is Usagi. And the storm's right now status: Category 1 storm, 90 miles per hour sustained winds, 984 millibars on its central pressure, and moving to the northwest at 15 miles per hour, latest at 13 hours local time in Manila, Philippines, 5 hours the UTC of November the 13th of 2024. And the Joint Typhoon Warning Center is expecting that the storm is going to pass just shy of the northeastern tip of the island and not really making landfall, or at least the eye it's not going to make landfall at direct hit, but still typhoon conditions are expected for the island, and severe weather and high seas and rainfall accumulations and everything that a tropical cyclone brings when it's closer to land are expected to be felt on this side of the Philippine Islands, and expected to gradually intensify, attaining a peak intensity of 100 knots, possibly by tomorrow, the next 24 to 30 hours approximately, which is a Category 3 typhoon, 115 miles per hour sustained winds, then gradually weakening and dissipating after crossing the Ryukyu Islands, at least according to this forecast. And the wind shear levels are extremely low right now, so Usagi has everything to intensify completely fast. Practically there's no wind shear levels on its current location and on its near path, at least for the next 36 to 48 hours. So Usagi has everything to intensify, but the sea surface temperatures are expected to decrease substantially, and right now it's quite warm, 28 to 29 Celsius, but then decreasing down to 27 Celsius. So of course these temperatures are still very conducive for tropical development, but of course very unlikely to sustain for much longer a very strong typhoon that we are expecting that Usagi will be as a Category 3 typhoon. But then let's take a look at this GFS model prediction, because it's completely different from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center prediction. As you can see, Usagi is expected to make landfall at direct hit according to the GFS model, and then it's dissipating in the southern Taiwan and moving southwards into the South China Sea, and then we have another typhoon practically having the same track, or practically the same track as Usagi's, but unfortunately this typhoon looks stronger than Usagi. So of course the Philippines has very much activity, pretty much activity on these ongoing days, unfortunately, where the northern side of the islands mainly are going to receive many effects of tropical cyclone impact. And the multimodal diagnostics, as you can see on this graphic, the typhoon, it's right now just intensified into a typhoon, but of course here at 413 we believe it's a little bit more stronger, almost attaining Category 2 status. A sharp increase on its intensity is expected for the next hours, attaining its peak intensity by the November the 14th, possibly by the next day, 24 to 30 hours. It's going to have its peak intensity, and then a gradual weakening trend after it crosses the Philippines or pass nearby the island. And the wind shear levels practically low, expecting a very sharp decrease as well on the wind shear levels, as we saw on this on the graphic previously. Practically there's no wind shear levels at all, and then increasing wind shear as well after Usagi crosses the Philippines. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen about the wind shear levels increasing right now, so this is bad news for the Philippines. But still, there's a little bit of meteorological adversity for Usagi, since the sea surface temperatures are going to decrease and the humidity is practically low, so dry air intrusion could be a possibility for Usagi, and this could prevent the storm to become severely strong. Still, it's going to be a really intense storm, category 3. It's not a weak system, but at least it's not going to be that strong so far on this forecast. But of course, this year we've seen a lot of cyclones defying the weather forecasts, and of course the threat of Usagi becoming a much stronger system, it's still there. So just please keep your guard up and stay and of course stay alert with the forecast and the advisories that your local authorities are going to release. And of course the serial presentation of Usagi, as you can see, looking pretty decent and getting more organized. A very small eye, I believe, is trying to appear on the visible imagery, and of course as well in the cloud tops imagery. Those floaters, you can find them on Force 13's website. It's completely available for you on its website, and please of course stay tuned with more content here in our Force 13's YouTube channel, social media, and everything else that we have for you, all the information that you should know, and you of course will get as soon as possible, since the storms and many more storms are getting active, and the threats of the tropics are increasing a lot on this month, not only in the Western Pacific but also in the Atlantic Ocean. We are expecting a severely strong hurricane in the Caribbean Sea, so please stay tuned as well with that and with more content here in our Force 13's YouTube channel, website, and everything else. That's all for today's update.
Become an ultimate fan today.